Hi guys, hello everyone. My name is Feng Shuaidu, and in today's talk, I will be talking about the coverage of crime by mainstream news media creates fear. Overview: Americans' attitudes towards crime are remarkable, great, even as violent crime declined dramatically since uh, 1990s. More than 16% of Americans believe that it's increasing. This discrepancy between how we feel and what is actually happening is a media invention, not an accent. Local TV news instills fair bears and policy by apply for crime trace for DreamTech. I agree that local TV news instills fair bears and police by amplify crime trace for dramatic effect. I agree that aden- agenda setting and cultural theory are the two main that the mainstream media use. When used in they create a various circle of fear. First argument, the art architecture of the story, the way the media instills fear. Uh, the mission of any news report about crime is to generate attention. So, not to inform. They often use which is removal of social or economic context from events. Uh, a local home fake, for instance, might be reported as a one-time random occurrence as uh, opposite to being show, being shown as part of broader issues such as poverty or lack of access to mental health service, which gave the impression that criminals and random another they use it. Reports use RICO or psychological shortcuts, um, showing criminals as uh, and often show more shots of black men, marking fair personal and racial. Finally, one-sided amplification, which happens when journalists parrot which the policy say, instead of tracking facts or providing alternative viewpoints. All this makes the mark news the fair product is ready for mass. Uh, okay, we can look the argument too. The this part three. Now let's talk about the distortion. That's where the agenda setting theory functions. Media chooses which claims are newsworthy and what's violent claims to over reports and what to under report. For example, it's a small part of actual crime, but it's what we see on TV. This creates the appearance of a crime wave, and the result is self-fair marketing. People are fearful because of sensation stories from the media, and the result is a self-fair marketing, which in turn makes people a consumer of crime news, which In turn makes the media create more sentient stories. This is a self circle. This is a business model, not just the bears. Okay, we can look the agreement three. The coalition and its effects according to the coalition theory. People's perception of reality are shifted by their repeated exposure to this distorted reality. The likelihood of welfare is three times great for for those who watch more local crime news. We shape politics where fair even when crime rates are low. We want more prisons, together laws, and longer sentences. In turn, uh, warfare to make the wealth get voted. And there's one more layer. We can't forget about race, local TV news, and crime with people of color. This recent crime makes white dwellers want more lawyers and to develop negative recall attitudes. So media distortion don't just mean it harm communities and justice with it. Congratulate can counter argument and some might argue that reporting on crime is media public duty, but informing the public is more than just showing fear and violence. Okay, we can look at the conclusion. Uh, in other words, crime is not simply what is shown on mainstream TV news. It is promoted and constructed as a social reality the media fill up. This is mingle and advent harmful, recall, recycle based policies through a tall bag of sensationalism, agenda setting, and coloration. Both sides can find a way out of the mainstream, and alternative media can accept some essential responsibility and stop being afraid to report it. I guess to be able to question what you're watching and understand that television's reality is of the time is not real at the start. Thanks again for the post.